Okay. Show me.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dutch RC channel, and I got me a box, yes sir. And this time it's more of an entry level, maybe beginner type quadcopter, or maybe just for fun if you are a more experienced pilot. Again, this is a very affordable quadcopter, and it should be able to FPV fly as well. It has a little camera, and it's got an app for Android and for iOS, so that's good. Now I'll do 3 videos actually on this entry-level quadcopter. In this first video we'll see what's in this box, so it should be a rather short video. In the second video we'll take it out for a line of sight flight to see if it actually flies well. Actually, I have to state at this moment that I have already flown it, and it's, especially for its price, it flies remarkably well. And in the third video we'll see how well that FPV stuff works. Now this you already got from it having an Android and an iOS app. It's a WIFI FPV drone. And I kind of wanted to see if the current generation of WIFI drones actually work out pretty well. A couple of generations ago, short range, garbled picture. So again, I wanted to see if this works out well. Alright, let me start off by putting some specifications on screen for you right now. And obviously you can pause the video if you want a closer look at those. It is the Visuo from Celluroid, or is it the Celluroid from Visuo? I don't even care, man. I've got a link in the description down below to it. I got this one from Gearbest, as you'll see. And as you'll also see, it is very low cost. So let's see what's actually in this box here. Alright, let's actually start with the quadcopter itself. Here it is in its folded state, which makes it easy to transport. So that's nice. And yes, it is true, there have been a lot of these foldable drones, quadcopters lately. Yes, we're only gonna see if this one flies well. So folding it out is super easy. You just fold out each arm. There are no buttons or levers to press. There you go. A quadcopter. And it is all plastic. It looks plastic. It feels plastic. That's what you expect at this price, right? It's also very, very light. Remarkably light, actually. So that gives me good hope for its flight time. Also crashability. I mean, it's light, so crashes won't have much of an impact. As you'll see, it does come with spare propellers and prop guards. I actually don't really think you'll need those. Okay, and it's all black with some goldish marking. It actually looks pretty good, partly because black is my favorite color, and subject to personal taste of course, but I think it looks pretty good. Okay, and at the bottom we've got first of all a couple of lights. It might actually be a reasonable night flyer. It also has some LEDs at the front. At the rear, not so much. Okay, and over here you see the camera. Don't forget to take off the protective film, of course. At the bottom you also see an on-off switch. You might be able to see the LEDs a little. Green LEDs at the front, red ones at the rear, and some more red, smaller LEDs at the front. I'm also happy to see an on-off switch. That's always a nice feature in my opinion. Okay, and at the rear you also have the battery. Yes, it is a proprietary battery. Yeah, it is what it is. This for entry-level pilots, for beginners or younger folks, this is more safer than a non-proprietary generic LiPo. And let's see, this is a lithium ion, so it's not a LiPo, it's a lithium ion and a 900 milliamp 1S lithium ion. We'll just see how well it works. We'll do the flying outdoors in some wind, so we'll see how that works out. And yeah, I hope the flight time will actually be approximately 10 minutes. And a nice thing about this lithium ion is that it's charged by a USB cable, micro USB over here. So that's pretty nice. And over here you see the contacts that will grip into the inners of the quadcopter like so. Very easy to install. Click and you're done. There's no way this battery will be falling out mid-flight. It has rubber feet, so that's nice. Yeah, again, it's very light, so I have good hopes about its durability. Even if you'd have this crash down from 100 meters up, I don't see it breaking at all. Okay, even though it's a Wi-Fi drone, you do get a transmitter. And let's see, in the flight video, which might already be up if you are looking at this video later on, I'll have links up there to my other videos on this drone. But let's see, yeah, you can calibrate the accelerometers in the quadcopter by moving both sticks down and out like so. And there are actually two ways of taking off. You can simply press this take off and land button over here. That will arm and take off. So it'll spin the propellers up and the quadcopter will automatically take off. You can also manually arm the propellers by moving both sticks down and in like so. At that moment the propellers will start spinning and you can throttle up so it will take off. You can also see that it has altitude hold. Both sticks spring to the middle, so with this stick in the middle position the quadcopter should maintain its altitude. There's also a stop button. I'm not sure what that will do mid-flight. Okay, the transmitter has an on-off button over here and you bind it to the quadcopter by moving this stick up and down like so. Let me see, yeah, it has a couple of buttons over here for the rates or the speed. We'll see how that works out in the flight video. And it can do automated flips over here. If you press this button once and move this stick in any direction, the quadcopter will do a flip. And the transmitter also has a phone holder, as you can see here, for your FPV. And this has a spring over here and it's pretty big. So most phones should fit in there. So that's pretty good. And the transmitter takes 3 AA's over here, which are not provided. Alright, the quadcopter comes with this here care package. Let's see what it contains. It contains, as mentioned before, prop cards. How do these install without screws? So that's pretty convenient. I won't be using them, but maybe if you're an absolute beginner they might be useful. You get one set of spare propellers. Pretty nice. Again, I think you won't really be needing those, but it's nice that they include those. One screwdriver, and you need that to open up the battery compartment of the transmitter. Maybe to service your quadcopter. And a charger, which is a simple USB charger. It has an LED in it. It lights up red while charging, and the LED turns off when the charging is done. So that's it. And yeah, nothing more to say really. I'm actually looking forward to flying this, and if I didn't mention it before, it is a brushed quadcopter, geared, so the motors are in these spots over here. And it has a gear, and yeah, pretty standard stuff. A lot of brushed quadcopters have this type of propulsion, so to speak. Alright, Yeah, that's it for this video. And I'll have a link again to my line of sight flight video. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you on the next video. Bye bye.